Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana ice cream and treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. The Sonoma Stompers pregame show is on the air. Kieran Costa and Nate Martin have you covered up until first pitch here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Get all the insights and analysis for tonight's contest and hear from Stompers manager Zach Pace on the Stomper Report. Your coverage of Stompers baseball starts right now.
The Stompers have a chance to add to the longest win streak in their CCL history. Stomps aim for their 8th victory in a row. and they take on the San Francisco Seagulls coming up in just a few moments. I'm Kieran Costa, joined by Nate Martin here on the Stompers pregame show. Sonoma has had themselves a very nice week, Nate. They've won the first 5 contests. That includes 2 over the San Francisco squad.
Yeah, and in that stretch against the San Francisco Seagulls, they have been really, really solid. The pitching staff especially, only allowing 4 hits per game over those 2 contests. So if you want to win 3 this week against these Seagulls, that's something that's going to need to continue.
They beat San Francisco earlier in the week, but the last 2 games have been against the winless Philippines national team, and well, that trend continued for the Philippines last night as the Stompers took care of business by a 7-2 final score. Nate Martin takes you through the highlights of what turned out to be a dominant pitching performance by the Stompers staff.
The red-hot Stompers offense stayed hot yesterday against the Philippines, and it all started in the second inning with runners on for Nick Sebastiani.
From Tondag. Hit hard and through the left side base hit. 1 run scores easily. Here comes Bryson Ayala. The throw from Pena is late. Heading to third now is Keys.
And immediately after Nick Seb drove in 2, Mateo Heredia would add another himself.
Tondag to Heredia. Mateo hits it hard towards shortstop. Vasquez can't get this one either. It's into center field. Sebastiani pulls up to third. RBI single, Mateo Heredia, and that 2-out error has been costly. Sonoma pouring it on. It's 4-0.
But Sonoma would save its best for the 6th inning, starting with Anthony Shepler with a runner on.
It's the first pitch. Swings and hits it to left. Pena running back at the track. He watches it go! Anthony Shepler with his 3rd home run of the summer. Extends Sonoma's lead to 6.
From there, small ball would take back over for Sonoma, with one Sebastiani adding 2 more.
Though, in just over 45 innings.
0-1 hit to right center. Haruta runs onto it, and he can't make the grab. Dives out and couldn't haul it in. 1 run comes home. Hoke waves home another. A play at the plate not in time. Sebastiani adds 2 more for Sonoma. A 5 spot.
And the other getting his first ribby of the CCL summer.
To be set. Who rips that one up the left field side and through for a RBI single. 1 run scores. The throw home is not in time, but Bonfili couldn't touch the bag.
In total, Sonoma would stack up 10 runs in the 6th to beat the Philippines 14-1.
But as Zach Pace has continued to preach in this winning streak, today's a new day. No one cares that you won last night. No one cares that you've won 7 in a row. Lots of it comes down to today, Nate. You're trying to go with your 8th straight victory, improve to 18-13, and this is a game you should win. On paper, San Francisco's 5-24. You've beat them all 4 times you've played them this year, and they've dropped 12 out of 13 games. It's really about the fundamentals, I think, will be the big one.
Yeah, and we saw some really solid fundamentals against these teams, against San Francisco in the 2 wins earlier this week. A really nice job both offensively and defensively, putting up crooked numbers in multiple innings each game. But the biggest thing, though, is San Francisco now has a bit of confidence. They've played 2 of their last 3 games after the back-to-back against Sonoma, were extra inning games against Menlo Park. Easily could have gone the other way. They won one of them, lost another, and then they lost another close one to the Legends last night in San Bruno. This is a team that feels like it's getting hungry. You know, they can stack up some solid wins. The offense, the lineup is pretty solid on paper, so it should be an interesting one today.
I asked Zach Pace in the Stomper Report today about a depleted Seagulls pitching staff playing their 6th game in as many days. What's the offensive approach in the early going, trying to drive up the pitch count? Welcome to the Stomper Report. I'm Kieran Costa here with Stompers manager Zach Pace. And Zach, you guys are on a little bit of a win streak here, 6 straight league wins in a row. But today, of course, a new day. You have to attack it like the biggest game of the year. I asked you this sort of last night, but do you say anything to the guys coming off a 14-1 win against the same team? Like, they need to attack it like it's any other game, right?
Oh, yeah. I just told him tomorrow's another big game. And we talk about that all the time, that no matter who we're playing, what time of the year, first part, end of the year, playoffs, championship, anything, it's just another big game. They're all big games. So guys prepared pretty good today. Got their early work in, good BP session, and just trying to attack it just like any other day. And I honestly told him last night, I expect a dogfight today. I expect a good, hard-fought battle, and that's the mentality that we should have going into it.
Starting on the pitching side, Micah Marquez gets the ball, his second year throwing for you, and he's a guy where the velocity doesn't jump off the page. Some of the ERA numbers at College Marin don't jump off the page, but he was really effective for you last year. In 7 of his 9 outings last year, he didn't allow a run. This year, he's only given up 2 unearned runs and 2 appearances against the Legends. What makes him so effective with maybe just 85, 86 on the fastball?
Location. I mean, he just has command and fills up the zone and, puts pressure on the hitters, and he changes speed. So he does spin the ball pretty good too. So he has a, good spin rate and that kind of stuff. So, but I mean, he attacks the hitters. He does a great job, and he's a good arm out there, and good starter for us to have, and hopefully give us a good start today and give us a good chance to win.
How does a pitcher's mentality sort of have to change? Well, not for him, but sort of how does a pitcher without an overpowering fastball attack hitters differently than maybe like a Sam Schnitzer throwing 93?
Yeah, I mean, if you put the ball where you want it, it doesn't really matter how hard you throw, right? I mean, I don't know if anybody's seen Ted Williams, strike zone box. The low and away, he hit 200 just like every other hitter. If you can put the ball low and away, guys are going to hit 200,
Welcome to the Stomper Report. I'm Kieran Costa here with Stompers skipper. Welcome to the Stomper Report. I'm Kieran Costa here with Stompers skipper Zach Pace. And Zach, you have a chance to sweep a week for the first time here as your time as CCL manager of the Stompers. What would that mean to you, maybe as an accomplishment, but more specifically, what would it mean for a team that had a little bit of a rough start?
No, I think it's going to be huge. I mean, it could be huge for our team. Being able to sweep the week and getting ready for next week, and we got a couple weeks left. It's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a grind. But we haven't started off the season as well, and it's nice picking up some wins now, and hopefully we can get another one today.
You always say hitting is contagious, winning is contagious. Is there maybe a couple of specific things you've seen that the guys did really well this week?
I thought our quality at bats were really good this week. I think I think everybody got a lot of playing time. Everybody had a lot of quality at bats, and kind of taking what the game has given us, whether that's a walk or hit by pitch or getting our knock or moving runners over, or, driving them in. So I thought we've done a pretty good job of that, and hopefully we can continue to have our quads up there.
Tino Vassell has 10 hits this week after the All-Star break, but he's sort of done that all year. He's hit all year. The big number that jumped out to me, he's only struck out twice this week. He was a guy with a lot of swing and miss in the first half, even when he was going well. How does a player cut down on the swing and miss overall, and what have you seen from Tino this week?
Yeah, I mean, it varies kind of day to day, but, just being able to have that two-strike approach or not missing your pitches early on. So he could be not missing his pitches more early on and not getting those two-strike counts to where he would be striking out, and has to be a little bit more defensive at the plate, So I think he's definitely been hammering some balls. It could be a little bit harder on them if we do take a little bit more. So we'll just have to play it out and play the situation. And hopefully we have a good day at the plate with a lot of quality at bats.
First time we're seeing Sam Matherly in a starting role for you this year in a Stomper uniform. 2 appearances, both of them out of the bullpen. He faced these Seagulls, gave up a couple free passes, but got out of that inning without a run. What makes him effective, and what are you hoping, makes him effective today?
Yeah, I mean, he has a really good arm. I like his off-speed stuff. So if he fills up the zone, he'll be just fine. I don't think he'll get hit, consistently. I mean, everybody's going to get hit at times, but it's when you walk guys, that's when things get compounded, and I think we'll get a good start out of him. I really like his arm, his composure. I think he'll be a good asset for us on the starting side.
And then Angel Garcia, his last game as a Stomper today, he's in the lineup for you. What has he meant to this ball club this year?
Oh, huge. I mean, he's been a huge part of our club. Really good bat, good catcher, and just, even a better person. I mean, he's just a great dude, great teammate to have around. Always in a good mood and good attitude every day. He brought a good attitude and effort every day, and really appreciate that. And, we wish him the best. We'll miss him. And, but, next man up for us, and we'll have to find a way to, fill in the gap.
Sunday, Zach, so it's guessing game here to end the Stomper report and end the week. You know your baseball reference, 2006 to 2016, missing that 2013 season. How many hits are listed on that baseball card?
Ooh, how many hits in, 10 years?
You've been really good. But pressure's on.
Pressure's on. I'm going to say 725.
749, Skip.
Sold
yourself a little short today. Thanks for the time. Good luck.
Thanks.
Zach gave us the keys to winning this one. They got to win in all three facets. And they have a great chance to do that today, and it starts with Sam Matherly on the mound. He's been up and down in his only 2 innings of work, but a guy that has a live arm. He's proven he can throw it at the D1 level. He has 41 innings of D1 ball at Bellarmine. I have high hopes for him today.
Yeah, I do too, and obviously Zach Pace does as well. He was pretty solid against these Seagulls last time out. Walked a batter, hit a batter with a pitch, and then retired 3 straight. So definitely someone who can get it done against these Seagulls. I just love to see it across multiple innings. A big test for him upcoming.
And then on the offensive side, Tino Vassell, hottest stick in the league, 10 hits, 4 walks, and 7 runs batted in since returning from the All-Star game.
Yeah, he's breathing down Hunter Carlson's neck for the team lead in RBI, and that's someone in Hunter Carlson who's led the league in ribbies for a lot of this summer. So quite an accomplishment from Tino from coming back into this battle, I guess, between who leads the team in RBIs. He has been fantastic and someone who does really well against these Seagulls.
We'll see who can add to their RBI totals, and then if the Stompers can win their 8th in a row. Lineups in first pitch Sunday night between the Stomps and the Gulls next on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
Thanks for tuning in to the Stompers pregame show. First pitch is on the way here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. It kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys.
the walk-off hero.
2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win.
The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it, never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
The lines are painted, the lineups are in, the field is raked, and the cleats are laced. Your Sonoma Stompers are just about ready to take the field. Now, straight to the voice of the Stompers, here's Kieran Costa.
Sunday Night Baseball on tap from Arnold Field in Sonoma. I'm Kieran Costa, joined by Nate Martin as the Stomps try and sweep the week for the first time in their time in the California Collegiate League. And Sam Matherly gets the ball with a chance to do it. A 6'2", 185-pound righty. Turned 21 yesterday, so happy belated to Mr. Matherly from Danville, Kentucky. He stayed in the Bluegrass State and played at Bellarmine this past 3 years, did not play in 2026. Over the course of his first 2 seasons for the Knights, he threw in 29 games, 12 of them as a starter, 41 innings pitched, 0-4 with a ERA over 13. In 2024, he threw in the Prospect League and here in the CCL. Nate, he's making his 3rd appearance. 2 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, a walk, and 3 hit by pitches. He is getting a second look at the Seagulls. He pitched an inning against them earlier this week, and he faces this lineup announced by Mark Caviglia, now his first full season as headman of the Collegiate Seagulls in this stint. The center fielder, Davis Gurman, leads off. The shortstop, Jake Brewer, hits second, and the left fielder, A.J. Hurtado, hits third. Batting fourth and playing first base is Christian Lamop. The designated hitter in the 5 spot is Marcus Graham. The third baseman hits 6. That's Brandon Swanson. 7, 8, and 9 give a catcher Ethan Lopez, the right fielder Cade Heflin, and the second baseman Bryce Brooks. Sonoma enters play 17-13, riding a 7-game win streak. They are 14-6 here at home. And in the 5th meeting between San Francisco and Sonoma, it's been the Stomps coming out victorious all 4 times, including 2 here at Arnold Field. San Francisco 5-24 on the season. They've lost 2 in a row. They've lost 12 of their last 13, and they are 1-13 away from San Bruno Park. The numbers tell you that it should come up Stompers, but the beauty of baseball is you never know. You're about to find out as Angel Garcia, the catcher today, in his final game as a Stomper, ready to throw down to second base and get this thing rolling. Nick Sebastiani is the left fielder. Chase Taylor's the center fielder. Wesley Bass is out in right. Tino Vassell at third. Bryson Ayala at shortstop. Misael Europero at second. And Trent Keys over at first. Matherly, a righty, and Gurman, a righty. Both are just about ready to go. Stompers' quest for an 8th straight victory starts now. From the windup, stares into Garcia for the sign, and delivers the first pitch of the ball game for a called ball 1 by Felix Zhang, the home plate umpire. Time and temp, first pitch at 6:11 Pacific time. It's 85 degrees and cloudy here in Sonoma. And Matherly misses with a second consecutive fastball off the corner away.
It's kind of trippy to have a 85-degree day, but it'd be cool because of cloud cover.
Muggy one here in Sonoma County as Gurman takes a low. It's 3-0, and that is the knock on Matherly. 46 walks over 41 innings pitch for the Bellarmine Knights. Over 9 walks per 9. He has to come in the zone on 3-0 to the All-Star Gurman, and he doesn't inside for ball 4. All 4 fastballs from Sam.
46 walks over 41 innings doesn't even really tell the full story. He didn't pitch in 2026, but in 2025, it was 23 walks over 13 innings.
Gurman works his 15th walk of the year, and he's on first for Jake Brewer, hitting over 300 for the Seagulls. He takes a called strike 1. There it is. 5 pitches into the ballgame. A heater at the top of the zone. Brewer came up through the Seagulls Academy. He's been sporting that San Francisco jersey for a long time, wearing the deep blue road uniforms. Seagulls still across the front in black. Fastball high for Matherly. 1-1. We've yet to see anything but a heater.
And he won't wow you with his velocity, mid-80s, 85, 86.
But Zach Pace really likes the secondary pitches. We'll see when he decides to use one. He does there, and it's a called strike at the top of the zone. A cutter from the newly minted 21-year-old. Looking for a 2-ball on Brewer. Or a strikeout. Jake struck out 20 times this season in 28 games. Garcia sets up away. The 1-2 pitch from Matherly. Runner goes, it's outside. Almost a pitch out. Garcia's throw to second. The tag is late. It was a perfect pitch for Garcia to get a throw down to second base. Unfortunately, his throw was much too high, and now there's a runner in scoring position with nobody out.
Eliminates the double play ball as well.
The pitch was a ball 2-2. Davis Gurman's 4th steal of the year. 2-2 pitch from Matherly. Brewer takes high once more, and the count's full 3-2. Yet another cutter. First base is open, but Matherly in jeopardy of walking his 2nd straight hitter to start the ball game. 3 balls, 2 strikes, just getting started, scoreless game, top of the first. Gurman's dancing way off second base. Matherly's going to look him back and come home. Brewer bounces it to third. Vassell checks the runner back to second and throws out. Brewer 5-3. First out of the game, and a nice job by Vassell. He looked back his all-star teammate Davis Gurman from second base and threw across the diamond. And the first out was the toughest to get as a starter. Brewer retired 5-3 to bring up A.J. Hurtado, who has some pleasantries with the catcher Garcia. They both played last year at Coppin State. Garcia is moving on. He's going to play at Bellarmine, actually, with Sam Matherly coming up in the fall. So an all-night battery. Upstairs again. Matherly's fastball consistently missing up to start this ball game. Seagulls doing anything they can to try and string some wins together here at the end of the summer. This one's fouled at home plate. Hurtado fouled it off his own front foot and is going to take a walk back around home plate. Felix Zhang going to give him as much time as he needs. AJ, a 262 hitter. 8 doubles, a homer, and 11 driven in. When he gets it, it really goes. "25 strikeouts in 25 games. Another Seagull prone to the swing and miss.
Yeah, and last time he played against Angel Garcia being the catcher, he struck out 3 times.
You spend all that time together both in the dugout and in the catching room. You should know how to get him out. Garcia receives a pitch that finds the outside corner for a called strike. Favorable call for the Stompers, and it's 1-2.
Now you got to continue attacking that if you're going to get that call.
That's where you want to live as a pitcher in the CCL. Ball off the corner and at the knees away. It's a nearly unhittable pitch. 1-2. That is hit to Ayala, the shortstop, deep in the hole. It kicks off his glove. Mark Caviglia is going to send the runner home. He will score. Single for Hurtado. It's 1-0. It will go as both a single and an error. So no RBI will be credited to Hurtado. Gurman went to third on the single, and then the ball just kicked off the heel of Ayala's glove. That's outside. So scoring on the error. AJ aboard. Matherly now just trying to escape this first with just 1 run of damage, and he hits Christian Lamoth with the pitch. First and second with just 1 out. That brings up Marcus Graham, a lefty from Missouri Baptist, hitting below the Mendoza line, just 157.
Yeah, but the scouting report about Graham is that he gets on base. He's been walked 13 times this year for a 353 on base percentage.
Zach Pace is going to come out to the mound to discuss things with Sam Matherly. There's no Mike Nunez, the usual pitching coach today. Paul Madarena works with the hitters. Dave Hoke with the infielders. He's also the third base coach. Charlie Hale, assistant to the manager. And Jacoby Heyer will be coaching first base. Pace coming out here pretty much as a pitching coach to try and talk things over and settle down his starter. Mark Caviglia has a meeting with the runner on second base, Hurtado. He's the third base coach. Bill Ferreira talks with Christian Lamoth, who's at first. And immediate action in the bullpen for Sonoma. Zach Pace back to the dugout. Angel Garcia back behind the plate. And Marcus Graham to the plate. One nothing Seagulls. First time I think they've gotten the first run against the Stompers this year. Graham squares to bunt and pulls it back to take a changeup for a called strike 1. Maybe Zach Pace told him to rely on his secondary pitches a little bit more. The first changeup we've seen from Sam. Ken Blankenship, the arm up in the bullpen. 0-1. Graham pops it up. Very shallow center. It's Misael Europera, the second baseman, just one step out onto the outfield grass to make the catch. And fastball down in the zone, induced weak contact to bring up Brandon Swanson from the College of Southern Nevada.
I will say something that Matherly has done well so far this inning is all 3 times the ball's been hit in play, it's been pretty weakly hit. That single wasn't exactly the hardest hit ball. It just found a good spot on the left side of the infield.
First pitch fastball misses too high. To Brandon, a 268 hitter. A 400 on base percentage for the right-handed hitting third baseman. Another guy double the amount of strikeouts than walks. But he's ahead in this count, 2-0. Cutter, Matherly just struggling to finish his pitches here. Everything up at the letters or above when he misses. Has to come into the zone on 2-0 with 2 on and 2 out. This one's popped up, back up over our heads in the press box. It counts 2-1. Matherly's allowed a walk, a single, and a hit by pitch this inning. It's yielded a run for the visiting Seagulls, and they have 2 more runners on the base paths with 2 outs. Matherly, the righty's 2-1, is grounded once again to the shortstop hole. This time it's Tino Vassell, the third baseman, who throws out the runner, and the side is retired. For the visiting Gulls, 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left. 1 for the Seagulls, with the Stompers coming up in the bottom half.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers.
Bottom of the first inning, the Stompers' bats come up trailing this ball game, and they send out this lineup as announced by 8th-year manager Zach Pace. The center fielder Chase Taylor leads off, followed by the left fielder Nick Sebastiani and the DH Hunter Carlson. The righty Wesley Bass cleans it up. The third baseman Tino Vassell hits 5th, and the catcher Angel Garcia 6th. Trent Keys, Misael Europero, and Bryson Ayala round out the 9. Dave Hoke, the third base coach, Jacoby Heyer at first. They face off against George Schmidt, the lefty, set to deliver his first pitch off the third base side of the rubber. Taylor takes a called strike 1. Schmidt, a 6-foot, 200-pound lefty from Pleasanton, California, attended Foothill High School, where he just graduated in May. He's committed to play for Cal this fall, and Taylor hits a ball hard to right. Heflin drifts towards center and now comes in and makes a running catch. 1 out. Heflin, the right fielder today. Gurman in center, Hurtado in left. Swanson and Brewer on the left side of the infield. Brooks and Lamoth on the right side. It's a George Schmidt to Ethan Lopez battery. Schmidt making his 4th appearance, 2nd start, 2 earned runs over 7 innings. He has to deal with Nick Sebastiani, and he almost hits him inside 89 miles an hour on the fastball. Schmidt faced these Stompers back on the 8th. He went 1.2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks. He misses. Oh, I beg your pardon. That's a called strike. Felix Zhang deliberated for a while and decided to call strike 1 on Nick Sebastiani. Big zone here on a Sunday night. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Kevin Addington is the first base umpire, and Zach Ellenthorpe over at third. 2-1 pitch. Sebastiani is late on a fastball. He hits it foul, 2-2. Hopefully, Nate, we survive 9 innings without controversy on our Wednesday affair between these two teams. The Stompers ended up playing the 9 under protest. 2-2 pitch. Sebastiani pops it up. Could be playable for Heflin down the right field line. He cuts into foul ground, and he's not going to get it. Speaking of Cade Heflin, he hit twice before the Seagulls reset to the top of the order. One of the strangest things I've ever seen in a baseball game. Lots of issues with the lineup in that one.
Yeah, and we talked about it a bit after the game, the coming days, and what should have happened in that moment is he shouldn't have been hitting the lead off the third as he did.
2-2 to Sebastiani. Heflin will give this one another look, but it's once more out of play and foul. Sebastiani has to speed up the bat head a little bit and get out in front here on 88.
And I don't think the issue so much is on Heflin. He was just kind of the product of a poorly officiating moment.
2-2 pitch. Sebastiani strikes out on a breaking ball. Quickly 2 down in this first.
And to that point, these two teams always seem to have some very interesting games. Despite being down early, Sonoma was down 1-0 in a game that ended 14-12 between these two ball squads back in the 6th of June. A 7-for-a-9th propelled a comeback for Sonoma.
The lefty Carlson takes low for ball 1. Hunter leads the team in runs driven in with 27. He's hitting .294 with a .442 on base percentage, 10 extra base hits, 6 doubles, and 4 home runs. The pitch to him is low again, 2-0.
Yeah, and he's done damage against these Seagulls. 3 of his 4 home runs have come against San Francisco.
He's driven in 7 runs and is 5 for 14 against these goals. Hitters count, 2-0 pitch. Called strike. Clip the outside corner. Schmidt goes back to the fastball and gets strike 1 to Carlson. Hunter hits this one high in the air. Heflin, the right fielder, comes on, but it's the second baseman who eventually gives back way to Cade Heflin. The side is retired. Sonoma goes down 1-2-3 in the first. We head to the second in a 1-0 ball game.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Ethan Lopez, Cade Heflin, and Bryce Brooks. The first pitch to Lopez is inside, 1-0. Stompers trail this ball game 1-0 as we play here in the second inning. Matherly's pitch right back to him on the ground. He's going to run halfway to first, underhand to Trent Keys. 1-3 goes the putout. Nifty play by Matherly, a ground ball that was headed right back between his legs. He makes the play. That brings up the beer batter today, Cade Heflin. Hey. He was the man at the heart of the controversy, ended up batting twice. Left-handed hitter hits this one to shallow right center field. Chase Taylor comes on to make the catch. Heflin retired on just 1 out. Chase Taylor was playing very shallow.
Very shallow.
I thought that ball was going to drop, but no. Chase Taylor cruising on over to make the catch.
Wasn't even a full sprint. It was just Taylor, someone that has such good range out there in the outfield, no matter where he is.
Now Bryce Brooks, 3 for 18 on the season, takes a called strike 1.
This is a great response from Sam Matherly so far in the inning.
Sam Matherly, 6'2", 185 pounds on the mound. Bryce Brooks, 5'8", 145, and he takes upstairs 1-1.
And the reason why, just already in this inning, he's not missing as much upstairs.
1-1. Hit back to Matherly again. He fields this one too, and an easy breezy second inning. The Seagulls go down in order, 1.5 in the books. The Stompers' bats come up down 1-0.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Wesley Bass, the right fielder cleanup man, will lead things off for the Stompers in the second. Wesley, a .220 hitter, 2 home runs and 9 runs driven in. 3 of his 11 hits have come against these Seagulls. Trying to continue to drive up the pitch count of George Smith. Bass swings first pitch and grounds it to short. Brewer kicks it, and no chance at the speedy Wesley Bass. An error charged to Jake Brewer on the first pitch of the inning. And now San Francisco's in a world of hurt. Wesley Bass on the base pass is 12 for 12 trying to steal bases.
Yeah, that's a mistake you can't make with speed from Wesley Bass. He's probably the quickest stomper from home to first.
We'll see if they send him. All the steals are Zach Pace will give you the green light, and then you have to make the read yourself. He's not running on the first pitch as Tino Vassell takes a called strike with a slider.
And to that point, Wesley Bass was someone that didn't really steal a lot at Georgia State, only 4 on the year with the Panthers.
The 0-1 pitch to Vassell. Bass not running again, and Tino swings and misses. 0-2. Vassell this week, 10 hits, 4 walks, 7 runs batted in, and just 2 strikeouts. He's really cut down on the swing and miss since returning from the All-Star game. He's behind here 0-2. And a check on Wesley Bassett. First, he's safe. Tino takes outside, close pitch, 1-2. Tino is the Stompers' best hitter lately. He's hitting .345 on the season.
2 games ago, he was hitting .292.
The 1-2, Tino hits it hard up the middle, past the outstretched relief of Brooks, and Tino continues to tear. This kid is must-see TV right now. That brings up Angel Garcia. And Sonoma, after the error on Brewer and now the Vassell single, his 11th of the week, by the way. Anthony Scheffler was the reigning CCL player of the week last week. I think Tino Vassell a bid for hitter of the week. Garcia squares to bunt and gets it down beautifully back to Schmidt. He's going to try and throw to third, and Wesley Bass is limping. He's now jogging back to the dugout, but he came up limping after getting past third base. And he's still dragging that right foot a little bit as he heads back into the dugout. The bunt unsuccessful. It goes 1-5 to get the lead runner, fielder's choice. And Trent Keys is drilled by the pitch. Fires the bat towards the Stomper dugout. And Keys has now been hit 12 times this year, tied with Hunter Carlson for the team lead.
A very interesting sequence right there, Kieran.
I know.
Bunt that got the lead runner out. You don't see, I don't think that might be the first time that's happened this summer where a Stomper's bunt gets the lead runner out. And then a hit by pitch to Trent Keys, something new and something that we've seen 12 times this year.
The bases are loaded for Misael Europero. Good time to go here for Misa. Stompers down 1-0, a chance to tie or take the lead. Bases loaded. 1 man out, Europero left-handed hitter. Lamoth plays in front of the runner at first. Infield double play depth, and Europero swings and misses, chases a slider nowhere close.
I mean, even though Europero is hitting just above the Mendoza line, he's still third on the team in RBI. Someone who has come up big with runners on before.
Also does a great job of drawing walks. He's walked 19 times. He takes outside. That's going to kick away from Lopez towards the on-deck circle. 1 run's going to come around to score. The other Stompers will take 90 feet. I haven't said it a lot this year, but it's a Stompers special, and we have ourselves a tie ball game. Garcia to third, Keys to second, double play out of order. Wild pitch, scores the run. And now the Seagull infield came in, and now they've been sent back by Mark Caviglia. Europero takes outside, 2-1. First base now open. A walk won't get the go-ahead run in, but a fly ball will. And with this defensive alignment, a ground ball in the infield will also score a run. This is where the situational hitting has to come through for the Stomps. 2-1, Europero hits it back up the middle. That's going to do the job. Brewer fields this one in front of second base and throws out Europero. It's an RBI for the 8-hitter, number 17 on the season.
Situational hitting, that's what it's allowed Miss Ayala Pero to be third on the team in RBI.
Perfect piece of situational hitting there. That's the new, or I guess not so new, in 26. That's been part of the routine for Zach Pace's hitters during batting practice is before the first round even starts, you have to hit 5 ground balls to graduate, as they say, into your situations rounds and things like that, and those ground balls are to pick up easy RBI in situations like that. Ayala hits this one towards second, over the head of Bryce Brooks, sent to center field. It's a base hit and an RBI for Ayala. Sonoma gets 3 in the frame. They lead at 3-1.
And Ayala's now reached in 7 of his last 8 games, stacking up some RBIs as well. Someone who's had a great week, a big reason why Sonoma's won 7 in a row, going for 8.
Now it's back to the top and Chase Taylor. Ayala leads from first. Schmidt comes home, and Taylor takes a ball. That counts 1-1.
Another reason why Sonoma has done a good job is because, you know, at the start of the year, that's a situation where the Stompers could have left, you know, bases loaded.
Taylor takes low 2-1.
Only get 1 run across. Getting 3 runs out of that situation where it's a ground ball, a wild pitch, having a single from Ayala, that's exactly why Sonoma's kind of turned it around over the last couple weeks.
Schmidt comes home. Taylor takes again. It's a called strike 2. Two-2 pitch to Taylor. Ayala heads towards second. He has it stolen. Taylor takes low, and it's a swipe for Bryson Ayala, his 3rd of the year. He's 3 for 3.
He's got more aggressive on the base paths as well.
He stole that one off the pitcher, Schmidt. He was 3/4 of the way to second by the time that ball skipped in there. So Taylor, with a 2-out single, could score another run. Payoff pitch to him. Popped up to left field. Chasing back Hurtado. Shy of the warning track, he circles under it to make the catch, and the side is retired. But for the Stompers in the second, 3 runs on just 2 hits, 1 Seagull error, and 1 man left. Stompers lead 3-1 after 2.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gantz pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later. To the 3rd we go, and to the top of the lineup go the Seagulls. Davis Gurman, Jake Brewer, and A.J. Hurtado. Matherly now working with a lead, 3-1. The Stompers small-balled their way to a 3 spot in the bottom of the second. Matherly's start of a shutdown inning is a foul back to the screen. For the Stompers in that inning, it went error, single, fielder's choice, hit by pitch, wild pitch, RBI, ground out, single. And so that is how they netted 3 runs. Matherly delivers an 0-1. It's foul back, 0-2. And for someone that struggles with command a little bit, like Matherly has in his few outings for the Stompers, working with a lead is the perfect thing, because throw a fastball down the middle. Here's my best stuff. We'll see if you can hit it. Gurman pops it up to very shallow right. Long run for Wesley Bass, but it drops foul. And that is no longer Wesley Bass. Mike Jones has come into the game defensively and right. Jones came up limping on that throw to third base off the Garcia bunt. Maybe precautionary with the day off tomorrow, but Mike Jones is going to get to play right. 0-2 pitch. Gurman takes up 1-2.
And especially for someone in, Bass and really for the entirety of the Stompers offense that's gotten hot recently.
This one's lined on one hop to second base. Europero from the outfield grass throws out Gurman, 1 away. And that is now 6 consecutive outs for Sam Matherly.
As I was saying, that's something you never want to see, especially on a bunt that was designed to get you over to third. Easily could have been just unavoidable.
First pitch is just high, says Felix Shang. Cutter up at the top of the zone to Brewer, who grounded out his only trip to the plate. Here he checks his swing, appeal down to Kevin Addington, no swing. Brewer fooled badly. Pitch bearing in on the hands. He went all the way up to the line, but according to Kevin Addington, didn't cross it. And now he's had 3-0. Crawdads extend to a 5-2 lead on the Merchants on the out-of-town scoreboard. 3-0 pitch, Matherly misses low. 4-pitch walk for Brewer. Second walk for Matherly. He's also hit a batter, working with 1 out in the visiting third.
Now batting left fielder number 38, AJ Hurtado.
And Hurtado has the only hit of the ball game so far. A ground ball that snuck past Ayala in the shortstop hole. Comes up here with 1 on and 1 out. Seagulls already stole a base today. And Hurtado lines this one straight back to the screen. Brewer stole 9 bases last year for the Seagulls. 9 for 14, though. He's held at first by Keys. Matherly comes to the plate and misses away. Stompers would love Matherly to get through this third inning and, in an ideal scenario, get through it with a lead. He's nursing a 2-run cushion. 1-1 pitch. Hurtado takes. Up and outside. Lamoth on deck was hit by a pitch. This is the heart of the order. Hurtado, Lamoth, and Graham. Brewer extends his lead from first, secondary, but doesn't go, and Matherly once more misses high with the fastball.
Come back with your secondary. That's what was working a lot for Matherly and getting in the zone.
We'll see if we get the changeup or the cutter here on 3-1. Not a bad time to send Brewer in motion. They don't. And Hurtado takes a pitch that misses maybe a few centimeters off the inside edge.
It's a good pitch right there for Matherly. Up and in on the hands, but might not be good enough.
Here comes Zach Pace to the mound. The infield comes with him. We'll see if he makes the call to the bullpen with 2 on and just 1 out. He will take the ball from Matherly, whose day is done after 2 1/3 innings. Breaking the action, pitching change. We'll be right back.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
Ken Blankenship, a big righty from Colorado Mesa, comes into the game to relieve the starter Matherly. Matherly went 2 1/3, 1 hit, 3 walks, 1 K. He leaves with 2 on. Blankenship stands 6'3", 235. And he deals with the left-handed hitting first baseman Christian Lamoth. In 11 1/3 innings, Blankenship has allowed 8 earned runs, 8 strikeouts, and he's walked 9. First pitch to the All-Star Christian is popped up on the infield. Trent Keys is going to make the call, and a very, very late infield fly call from Zach Ellenthorpe. P3, and Lamoth swings at the first pitch from the new pitcher. An odd strategy, and now Marcus Graham is little to nothing on the new arm with 2 on and 2 out.
Yep, this is the second time we've seen Blankenship against these Seagulls, and was very solid for the first 2 innings against them on Wednesday. Going for a third is where things kind of fell apart for Blankenship.
He's 1 pitch away from getting out of Matherly's mess. And it's right there for a called strike. Fastball at 85.
Only allowed 1 base runner to reach for the first 7 that he faced. Then when he entered that 3rd inning of work, gave up back-to-back walks. Both runs scored.
He comes set at the belt with runners leading from 1st and 2nd, and he misses off the corner away.
Ironically, in that moment, it was Matherly who came in to relieve him of the mess that Blankenship got in.
Blankenship, the righty, dealing with Graham, the lefty, 0 for 1 today. Go-ahead run. The 1-1 pitch is popped up again. This one will get out of play and foul over the first base dugout, 1 and 2. One-two pitch coming from Blankenship to Graham. Brewer from second, Hurtado from first. They both belong to the starter Matherly. Runners go. The pitch is flared down the left field line, and it will go out of play and foul once again. Hit off the screen protecting the beer garden down in the left field corner.
Both runners went there. It's something that Blankenship's going to have to keep in mind here, but truly just focus on the batter. He's the out you need to get.
Anything will get Ken out of this inning and preserve the 3-1 cushion. The pitch That ball's hit hard to right. Mike Jones chases over into the corner, and it's going to one hop off of the wall. One run comes in to score. Another one right behind him. The throw comes to the plate, and it's going to get past Garcia. Going to third base now is Marcus Graham with a 2 RBI double.
Now batting third baseman number 39, Brandon Swanson.
2 RBIs for Graham, doubled, and then went to third on the throw. Just like that, we have a tie game. For Matherly, went 2 1/3 innings, 3 runs, just 2 of them earned, 3 walks, a hit by pitch, no strikeouts. And now Blankenship has to try and keep this game tied at 3. And Brandon Swanson swings and misses, nothing in 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Blankenship to Swanson, right on right. Off the corner outside, 1-1. Blankenship got Lamoth on the first pitch, and then Graham worked himself a battle and ended up yanking a double into the right field corner. 1-1 to Swanson is low, 2-1. Two-one offer. This one's once again popped up in the sunshine on the right side of the infield. Europero squeezes it, and the side is retired. For the Seagulls, though, 2 runs to tie the game on just 1 hit. No Stomper errors and 1 left. We head to the bottom of inning number 3, tied at 3.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284.
We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and Nick Sebastiani takes a called strike 1. Tie ball game at 3 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Stompers 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors, and the Seagulls 3 runs, 2 hits, and 1 error. Sebastiani hits it on the screws, but right at Davis Gurman, who takes a few steps in to make the catch on the line drive, 1 away.
Now batting number 52, Hunter Carlson.
Stompers gave up a run in the 1st and 2 in the 3rd. A 3-spot last time up is how Sonoma has their runs. Carlson takes a ball. 1-0 pitch. Hunter takes a low 2-0, and they've been very reluctant to come into the zone against Carlson here in his first 2 at-bats. He worked himself into a 3-ball count and ended up popping out in his first trip. Now he's ahead 2-0. Hitters count.
I wonder
for the
why.
Powerful lefty. Hunter takes low 3-0.
It's a clear scouting report on Hunter. Pitch away, and it makes sense. He's done very well against these Seagulls.
5 for 15 against the Gulls this year. And that one's not close either. It's a 4-pitch walk, and Carlson is aboard for Mike Jones, who came in defensively. Jones replaces Wesley Bass in right field. Jones slated to have the day off. He went to Pima down in Arizona. He's headed to USF this next season. Schmidt from the side step. Jones hits it to left. Hurtado comes in, and he can't get it. It drops in front of him for a hit. A.J. Hurtado, a tough read on that baseball. He started back and over towards the wall, and then came in way too late and played it on a hop. Mike Jones just hooked that down the line. Sounded a lot better off the bat than it looked in the end, but a single is a single, and for Mike Jones, it is a nice little 9th knock of the year. Stompers have a chance to add with Tino Vassell coming up. And swings and misses over a first pitch slider.
Which is exactly what happened the first time Tino was up. He had a couple swing and misses and had a hard hit single to start a 3-run rally.
Oh, 1 pitch. Called strike at the very bottom of the zone. 0-2 to Vassell. Singled and scored back in the second. Has a chance to drive in runs 8, 9, and 10 on the week. 0-2 to him. Is hit to third and caught by Swanson on the fly. Vassell is out. Nice play by Tanner Swanson.
Very nice play. Just got enough leather to that one. The outer edge of his glove. It's one where I wonder if you, right play to make there.
Went to the glove side, and the righty just caught the soft line drive. So it's up to Angel Garcia to try and throw a signature moment onto the dying embers of his 2026 summer for the Stompers. Bunted in the first at-bat in the second inning, and it went right back to the pitcher, and Wesley Bass wound up getting thrown out at third. The 0-1 pitch from Schmidt. Slide step delivery is way outside, 1-1. Garcia starts his swing. It goes past Lopez, and Hunter Carlson did not read it. An appeal to first base. Kevin Addington says no swing. Center fielder Gurman 1 step out towards left center. The pitch to Garcia, foul back 2-2. 3-3 your score in the third. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Angel Garcia, his final game of the summer, trying to make something happen and retake the lead for the home Stomps. Third baseman Swanson, 1 step towards the line. The pitch, Garcia takes outside, filler up at 3-2, And that means Carlson will be running from second and Jones will be running from first. Payoff pitch with 2 outs. There goes the runner. Garcia takes ball 4. Bases loaded for Trent Keys.
Now batting number 3, Trent Keys.
And here comes Gage Gascone.
Imagine a tight leash here for Schmidt in the third. He had the bases loaded last inning and was the man responsible for the really long 6th against Sonoma back in San Bruno where a few runs crossed. Caviglia, I'm sure, doesn't want to repeat those crooked numbers from last inning and the one in San Bruno.
Keys 0 for 2 with the bases loaded so far this season.
Walks as good as a hit.
He takes low, and a pass ball's as good as a hit too, but Ethan Lopez does a good job to keep that one in front.
He's been tested a few times today.
Stompers already have scored once on a wild pitch. They'd take that happily. Keys takes outside and low again, 2-0.
It's a backstop that's deeper than the one in San Bruno. San Francisco probably has the only ballpark in the league where you don't usually run on a pitch that gets away from the catcher.
Tino Vassell got tagged out at the plate trying to score on a wild pitch there from third. 2-0. Felix Zhang once more opens the zone. It's 2-1. There has to be some frustration in the Stomper dugout. It feels like Matherly wasn't getting anything off the corner away, and Keys on a big spot gets one. 2-1 pitch. That one not called a strike. Well into the far batter's box, 3-1. Something's got to give.
Lefty warming up for San Francisco.
Misael Europero, the man on deck. 3-1 to Keys. Low, ball 4. RBI walk for TK3. The Stompers regain the lead. It's 4-3. Offense not easy to, or too easy to come by here, Nate. I don't think their lefty's ready, and it's Sunday of a 6-game week. I think
games where you had multiple extra inning games this week as well.
I think you need to milk every pitch you can out of the left arm of George Schmidt, and he faces Misael Europero, who himself is 1 for 6 with the bases loaded, but as we saw with Keys, you don't need a hit. The pitch to Misa is swung on and fouled back. Stompers in this inning have a run on just a hit. 3 walks issued by Schmidt. With the command not there, sometimes you'll find a pitch a hit, and Misa gets one and hits it to Bryce Brooks at second, who throws to first, wide of the bag. It gets by the first baseman, Maloff. 1 run scores. Here comes his second. Holding at third base is Keys. E4 charged against Bryce Brooks. It's a 2-run error. Scoring is Jones from third. Scoring from second is Garcia. Going to third is Keys. And slowly coming to the mound is Mark Caviglia. The Seagulls defense, which has been their kryptonite all season and has been their kryptonite in almost every game against these Stompers, comes back to bite them once more. Break in the action. Pitching change in the third. Stompers doubling up the Seagulls by the score of 6-3.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Break in the action is complete, and Ted Soros has come into the ball game to pitch for the second time against the Stompers this week. The runner goes your pair of the pitch is a called strike, and it's a stolen base for Misa. Soros is making now his 9th appearance. He's gone 24 innings. And he misses low to Ayala. He comes into a situation with runners now on second and third after the stolen base. And the Stompers have a chance to extend what's already a 3-run lead. Ayala lines this one into right field. That's a base hit and his second RBI single of the game. The throw comes home. It's going to kick by Lopez to the screen. Heading to second is Bryson Ayala. A 2-hit, 2 RBI game. Single for Bryson. Error charge to the catcher Lopez to allow him to go to second. Scoring his keys. That ball was crushed off the bat of Bryson.
And the sprinklers have gone off here. We've seen this a few times this year at Arnold Field, and it's happened again.
So sprinkler delay once more for the Stompers. Chase Anderson, our GM, along with Zach Pace, the field manager, racing down to try and get those off. And they've now been turned off. Charlie Hale, the assistant to both the manager and general manager, runs down there as well to help him out.
That might have been the quickest we've had the sprinklers turned off. I mean, Zach Pace gave a good effort on that one.
He was an all-star center fielder, over 100 stolen bases. He could run. He clearly still can.
Got it. Huh?
For the Stompers in the inning, they have 4 runs, and Chase Taylor takes inside. The count is 1-0. It's been line out, walk, single, line out, walk, walk, error, single. Seagulls have made 2 miscues already in the frame. The pitch to Taylor is low, and a beautiful block by Lopez. He can't see it. It's out in front of home plate. Soros has a 4.88 ERA and 24 strikeouts in 24 innings. But, Nate, I don't know how long he is for this ball game on very, very short rest. He got the start on Wednesday, that was, and he threw 72 pitches over 3 innings, allowing 2 earned.
He gave up 5 hits, struck out 5. That's the scouting report on Soros, is he is someone who can generate swing and miss.
Taylor lines this one. That's into right field, base hit. 1 run scores. Dave Oak aggressive on the send. Heflin's throw will be cut off. A 2 RBI single. The Stompers bat around in the 3rd. They're pouring it on San Francisco.
How many times this week has Sonoma batted around?
It's a great job, Nate. Go through the book. I have maybe 3.
Happened yesterday.
It's 9-3, by the way, a 6-run 3rd. A first pitch curveball to Sebastiani is in there.
Happened once yesterday, twice on Friday. Happened once.
Sebastiani hits this one a ton to deep left. Hurtado gives it a look, but he won't get another. It's way out of here for Nick Sebastiani. An 8-run 3rd inning.
Nick Sebastiani has had a great couple days as well. 4 RBI day a few days back. 2-run homer there today. A lot of guys who had a tough start to the season coming around here in the second half, and that's a big reason why Sonoma has put up 8 runs in this inning. My goodness.
The pitch to Carlson is low, 1-0.
It doesn't get any easier against Hunter Carlson.
The Stompers have scored 11 runs, and 9 of those runs have been unearned. This inning should have been over 5 hitters ago. Carlson takes outside and low, 2-0. Carlson walked earlier this inning.
It's the 7th time this week that Sonoma has hit around.
Sonoma taking advantage of what on paper is lower tier competition as Carlson takes a big curveball for a called strike.
But they're not just taking advantage of it. I mean, they're having one of their best weeks in a long time. Haven't won out a week in CCL play in a while.
Carlson takes high. In the inning, it's 8 runs on just 4 hits up until this point. And Carlson takes low for ball 4. He's walked twice this inning.
It's what happens when your pitching staff is so depleted after multiple extra inning games, 6 days of work. It's weeks like these why Zach Pace likes to bring in so many pitchers, so many different arms you can go to.
Gage Gascon comes to the mound, his 2nd visit here. He talks things over with now Soros.
Mike Jones is going to be the 12th batter of the inning. With the command, I mean, that's no signs of slowing down.
The book is closed on George Schmidt, who went 2 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 8 runs, 2 earned. 3 walks, a hit by pitch, and a strikeout. He gives way to Ted Soros, who has entered game and gone single, line out, homer, walk. Not much easier for the reliever. And Sonoma in cruise control, up 11-3. And Mike Jones takes low. He's singled. That was, what, the
Second man up of the inning.
second hitter
Third.
of the inning?
Sebastiani was the first man up,
Yep.
and he got out.
Jones here pops it up. Behind the plate, Lopez, the catcher, heads towards his dugout and makes the catch. This side is mercifully retired. But for the Stompers in the frame, 8 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors, and 1 left. We head to the 4th inning. Nate Martin takes over on play-by-play. It's 11-3.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
New arm into the game for Sonoma. Finn Chapman relieves Ken Blankenship with a whole lot of cushion. 8-run lead to defend after Blankenship went point. 2/3 of an inning, gave up a hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. And Sonoma put up 8 in the bottom of the 3rd. Chapman, the righty from Vacaville, starts off with Lopez, the catcher. First pitch, a breaking ball that misses in, ball 1. Lopez grounded out back to the pitcher in the 2nd. That was against Sam Matherly, the starter. Chapman, the 3rd arm used today by Sonoma. He issues another fastball. This one over the plate, 1-1. The scouting report on Chapman says high heat. He's someone who regularly goes into the low 90s. We've seen him touch up to 92 here at Arnold Field. He deals the 1-1 and misses low, ball 2. Yet to allow an earned run this year. 1 hit, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. The command is the 1 knock on Chapman. Finds the zone there, 2-2, back even. The Vacaville native plays his collegiate ball at St. Mary's. The Gales had a pretty successful season last year, making it an NCAA regional against UCLA and beating them. The 2-2. Upstairs, ball 3. Lopez, meanwhile, at Utah Tech. One of the main catchers this season for Mark Caviglia's side. He's in a full count against the new arm Chapman. Lines that one foul and out of play down the right field side. Lopez going to Utah Tech after 2 seasons with the College of San Mateo. His first year with the Bulldogs, hit over 300 with 3 home runs. Had a bit of decline in 2026. He gets the payoff pitch and bounces that one right up the middle. Ayala charges, gloves, fields, throws in time for the first out of the inning. Ethan Lopez 0 for 2 today with 2 groundouts. Brings up Cade Heflin with 1 down. Heflin flew out to center field on the first pitch he saw back in the second. Hitting below the Mendoza line was the center of the controversy back on Wednesday in San Bruno. Righty lefty. Chapman comes home and gets a called strike 191 on the inside. Tag the black. And out ahead here against Heflin. He comes all the way to the Bay Area from the Peach State, Georgia. The 0-1. Bounce foul, 0-2. That was an off-speed pitch right there from Chapman, one of the first we've seen, a changeup. You know, you got the good velocity with the last name Chapman as a reliever. It's hard not to think of Aroldis, although he's about, 13, 14 miles an hour off of the Red Sox closer. The hardest throwers of the modern era. Chapman's out ahead here, 0-2. And comes home. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There's the slider to induce his first strikeout of the night. 2 down for Bryce Brooks. A 1-2-3 inning after you put up 8 runs isn't the worst thing in the world for Sonoma. Brooks grounded out back to the pitcher to end the second. His first time facing Chapman, who delivers another slider. That one low, ball 1. Ten of Brooks's 19 at-bats this year have ended in a strikeout. He's ahead 1-0. Fastball up and in, ball 2. Seagulls Academy kid from San Bruno plays his college ball at De Anza, where he just took a redshirt season. Chapman falling behind here. He finds his own there on the 2-0, makes it 2-1. Fastball blowing outside, exactly where you want to put it in this league. Agrees on a sign with Garcia. Sets and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Slider once again right over the middle of the zone. Brooks might want that one back. The 2-2. Fastball low and away. Fill up the count, 3-2. Davis Gurman, top of the order on deck. Long hold. Chapman gathers and fires home. A fastball misses upstairs. Ball 4. Bryce Brooks took a little pause before heading off to first. Our trackman said that one was in the zone by a decent margin. 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Ball 4 allows the top of the order to come up with 2 down. Davis Gurman himself drew a walk back in the first. A game that's already seen a few lead changes. Seagulls down by 8 here for runner on first, 2 down. Chapman fires home and misses outside for a ball. Slider, first pitch, maybe trying to work backwards here against the all-star Gurman. 9 extra base hits this year, including 2 home runs. Entering today, hitting .267 in league play. Chapman agrees on a sign and misses low, ball 2. After getting what probably should have been strike 3, he's now missed a couple of times, and Angel Garcia wants a word with his pitcher. This will be Angel Garcia's final game as a Stomper this summer. Leaves the team after having a very solid season. .270 average with a .429 on base percentage. We'll leave his cousin, Misael Uripero, today's second baseman, who's playing closer to the bag in case Brooks decides to take off for a steal. Back check over on Brooks, not in time. Trent Keys, the first baseman, holding on to him there. Chapman deals. Foul back, 2-1. 90-mile-an-hour in on the hand. That's a great pitch from Finn Chapman. Sonoma has a lot of its top arms available today. Chapman, Alec Murray, another who had a great day Wednesday against these Seagulls. As Chapman misses upstairs, hitters count here for Davis Gurman. If the Seagulls want to come back down by 8, they're going to have to start chipping away at this lead. Chapman has cushion, but wants to get out of the inning with 2 down. Hitters count. Fastball over the plate. Full count here to Davis Gurman. That's a great pitch from Finn Chapman. 91 on the outside corner. As Chapman steps off the mound, gather himself. It's that part of a day where the pitcher is covered by the shadows here at Arnold Field. Payoff pitch, runner takes off, and that one misses upstairs, ball 4. Back-to-back walks here for Finn Chapman in 3-2 counts. Brings up Jake Brewer with 2 on, 2 down. Grounded out to third in the first, walked back in the third and scored a run. Brewer, the only Seagull hitting above 300 entering today. Hoping to continue the inning. Chapman comes home. A fastball that misses upstairs, ball 1. And it all really does come back to that ball 4 called on Brooks, who's the lead runner at second, which probably should have been strike 3. We saw Zach Pace get ejected in Tuesday's game between the Seagulls and Stompers over an argument of the home plate umpire's zone. As Chapman misses upstairs again, ball 2, and Pace out of the dugout for a mid-at-bat mound visit. just a consultation. Maybe Pace notices something with Chapman, who's missed up a few times in a row now. And to that point about that game, the run did come across after the what probably should have been strike 3 to Gurman. He was the run that scored. And an RBI single from Tanner Wall. A week that's seen a couple of weird moments between these two ball clubs. Zach Pace played the game under protest on Wednesday, largely due to a decision from home plate umpire like Dempsey that had Cade Heflin hit twice before 2 men in the order even came up to the plate. And Pace is now walking back with Felix Zhang before heading back to his dugout. Brewer out ahead here, 2-0 with 2 down. He's got 2 on. Chapman wants a shutdown inning after 8 came across the plate in the 3rd. He looks back at second and comes home. That one popped up and out of play over the Stompers' dugout. Sonoma hoping to close out the week perfect. 5 wins in 5 days, hoping to make it 6-6. The 2-1. Popped up, very shallow right. Long run for Jones, who can't grab it before it drops. 1 run crosses the plate. Caviglia holds up Gurman at 3rd. 11-4. Seagulls trying to scale an 8-run lead. Brewer with just the 3rd hit of the day for San Francisco. Puts runners on the corners for A.J. Hurtado, who had the game's first. He walked back in the 3rd. Hasn't been retired yet today. Chapman, first pitch, finds his own, 0-1. That's a good start to the at-bat for Chapman, who's fallen behind a few batters in a row. Back pick over to first, not in time. Jake Brewer had to slide back in there, being held on by Trent Keys. Chapman looks back at him again. A very quick pickoff move. But Brewer slid in safe both times. The 0-1. Bounced foul, 0-2, right over to the man on deck, Christian Lamoth. Powerful hitting lefty with a team-high 20 RBI. Stompers don't want him to come up here in this 4th inning with 2 on, 2 down. Chapman out ahead here, 0-2 to Hurtado. The pitch, runner takes off. Check swing in and out of Glove Garcia, and it's a cold strike 3. Hurtado went around to end the inning, but not before 1 run crosses the plate on a hit, no errors, 2 left. We head to the bottom of the 4th in a 7-run game. Sonoma leads.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Danny Source stays in the game to face Tino Vassell to open the fourth. And misses inside, ball one. Sonoma put up 3 runs back in the second and 8 back in the third. Well, it's going to be hard to beat that here in the fourth. As Vassell bounces that one foul, 1-1. Tino today 1 for 2. Surprisingly, was one of the outs back in the third with the way he's been hitting recently. You would have thought he had one of the RBI at least. As he looks at that one upstairs for a ball, 2-1. Tino has been red hot since the All-Star break. And Soros maybe pitching away for him as that one misses a low, ball 3. Had a home run yesterday against the Philippines. Have an RBI, including a few against the Merchants and a 14-10 win on Thursday as that one misses up and in. Ball 4, a 5-pitch walk to lead off the fourth. Brings up Angel Garcia with nobody out. Garcia has reached both times today. Had a fielder's choice bunt that got the lead runner out in the second and then walked back in the third. Scored a run both times he's been on. Same can be said for Tino Vassell, who scored back in the second. As Vassell takes off for second, the called strike, the tag applied in time. Ethan Lopez, a brilliant throw to get Tino Vassell out. One down here as soon as Vassell got on. Garcia's behind here, 0-1. Make that 0-2 on a strike on the outside. That's the second time this summer Tino Vassell has been caught stealing 8 for 10 on the bases now for the Stomps. Garcia with nobody on, 1 down. Behind 0-2 to Source, who's working with a clean slate. One misses on the knees, ball 1. That would have been a better one for Tino Vassell to be on the base path for. His final game with Sonoma this summer, Ken Garcia continue to produce like he has done all year. Bounces a breaking ball, foul. We'll do the 1-2 again. 11 RBI, couple doubles, a homer, 270 average. And committed from Coppin State to Bellarmine while here in Sonoma. We'll be heading over to Louisville in the fall. As he crosses that one to left. Hurtado back at the track. It's out of here. In Angel Garcia's final game of the summer, he puts the cherry on top with his second home run. gives Sonoma an 8-run lead here in the bottom of the fourth. How about that for Angel Garcia? Brings up Trent Keys with one down. That's the second home run off of Soros in 6 batters faced, as Keys dribbles that one off his leg. Foul, 0-1. I have to gather himself. He's already been hit by a baseball tonight. Was hit by a pitch back in the second, walked in the third. The 0-1. Keys takes low for a ball. TK with 6 extra base hits this summer, including a homer. Swings and misses at a speed low and away. Strike 2. He's reached both times he's been up as well. A hit by pitch back in the second, a walk in the third. Second on the team in on-base percentage, only behind Tino Vassell. After leading Sonoma in that category last summer, he takes low, ball 2. And now, with that hit by pitch, Keys is tied with Hunter Carlson at 12 for the team lead. He led the CCL in that category last year with 19 hit by pitches. He pops that one up. It's a foul territory right in front of the Seagulls dugout. And is retired. A great grab by the third baseman, Swanson. 2 down in the bottom of the fourth. Brings up Misael Urapero, the cousin of Angel Garcia, who hit the home run earlier this inning. Cousins will be separated after tonight, unfortunately. As Urapero looks at a strike, 0-1. Not a fastball at the knees, 0-2. Soros on a breaking ball first pitch, fastball second. When does he go to here against Urapero? Grounded out in the second, reached on an error back in the third. Takes a fastball outside, 1-2. Urapero near the top of the team lead in walks. He's got 19 this summer. Always produces some pretty solid at-bats. A good fighter at the plate. He checks his swing on a pitch in the dirt. And held up, 2-2. As Mark Caviglia is out of the dugout, going to check on his catcher, Ethan Lopez, maybe give out some instructions. Not been a great day for the Seagulls manager. His team's given up 12 runs in the fourth inning's not even over. The pitch. Urapero hits that one over to first. Gloved by Lamoff. Backhand flip over to first in time for the final out of the inning. Sonoma, he takes an 8-run lead after an Angel Garcia home run. We head to the top of the fifth. Sonoma 12, San Francisco 4.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is Legacy in Motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Farr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
At Ritchie Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at ritchievineyards.com.
Finn Chapman enters his second inning of work with an 8-run lead, just how he entered the first. Gave up a run in that fourth inning after not getting what probably should have been strike 3 called to end it. He faces Lamoth, Graham, and Swanson, 4, 5, and 6 of the Gulls order. Powerful righty facing the powerful lefty and misses inside, 1-0. Chapman's velocity still in the 90s. Lamoth leads the Seagulls in extra base hits. He lines that one off the knees of Chapman, who bare hands flips the first in time. What a recovery by the pitcher. Got lined by one in his lower leg, but recovered and flipped it to first. 1 down in the top of the 5th for Marcus Graham. Chapman seems to be okay enough to continue, which is great to see. Another lefty for Chapman. Misses low, ball 1. Marcus Graham has the lone extra base hit of the day for San Francisco, a double back in the 3rd that scored 2. A 1-0. Off speed, low, but strike 1. Chapman looking for a clean inning here after the Angel Garcia home run, as that one misses inside, ball 2. Graham, this is college ball at Missouri Baptist, a long way away from here in Sonoma, as that one misses away, ball 3. And if you think here's a long way away from home to Missouri, Marcus Graham's originally from Berwick, Victoria, Australia, a suburb of Melbourne. Hitters count. He bounces that one over to Keys, who takes it himself to the first base bag. 2 down here in the 5th. Trent Keys waved off Chapman on that one. 2 down in the top of the 5th. Denied to Marcus Graham of the hit right there. Brings up Brandon Swanson with 2 down. Long pause from Chapman before coming home. And finds his own. 0-1. The 0-1. Cold, strike 2. Back to the fastball. Finn a strike away from a 1-2-3 inning. He delivers home and misses behind the batter. 1-2. It just slipped out of his hand. As you go back in the zone here on a 1-2, you can't miss much worse than that last pitch. There's the slider and fouled. We'll do it again. Swanson 0 for 2 today. A ground out and a pop out. Long pause from Chapman. Before the 1-2. Hit hard but foul. On a few feet inside foul territory down the left field line. Count stays at 1-2. Swanson, originally from Las Vegas, a lot closer than Melbourne, Australia. The man before, Marcus Graham. As that one's hit the left, Sebastiani runs back and makes the grab. Good adjustment from Nick Sebastiani to complete a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Sonoma in front, 12-4.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
9-1-2 up to face Ted Soares for his third inning. Bryson Ayala hoping to continue what's been a great day at the plate for him. He's 2 for 2 with 2 RBI. Has nobody on, nobody out to open up the bottom of the fifth. In a game, Sonoma leads by 8. Gets a first pitch and takes it below the knees. Ball 1. Ayala, we've seen that average move up over the last week or so. It was as low as around 120, now at 155. And only bound to get higher with 2 hits today as he takes a called strike, 1-1. Also had a couple walks yesterday, so he reached 3 of 4 times being up. It's another breaking ball for a called strike. Soares relying on the slow stuff early here in the fifth. He's already given up 2 home runs today. 1 to Nick Sebastiani back in the third and 1 to Angel Garcia back in the fourth. Ayala Lines that one over to short, gloved by Brewer, who flows over to first in time for the first out of the inning. A nice adjustment from Brewer, the shortstop. One down in the fifth. And error is a big reason why the Seagulls are down by so much. Had a couple in that third inning where 8 came across the plate, so the majority of those runs unearned. George Schmidt, the starter, gave up 8, that's only responsible for 2 as Taylor takes a ball low and in. Chase Taylor had a 2-run single back in the third. He's 1 for 3 today. 4th time up in 5 innings. And he bounces that one over to Brooks, who charges and flips to first in time. A couple of groundouts here from Ted Soros, looking for San Francisco's first clean inning since the first. Sonoma scored 3 in the second, 8 in the third, 1 in the fourth. They lead 12-4 here in the fifth. Sebastiani gets the breaking ball high, ball 1. He had the home run against Source back in the third. That scored him and Chase Taylor. Takes a breaking ball low, and it hit him. A 2-out hit by pitch brings up Hunter Carlson, who smells blood in the water. And for the team lead in home runs, and leads the team in RBI by 1. Has a chance to add 28 and 29 on the season against an arm who's given up a couple of home runs today. Lefty-lefty, though. Both home runs against righties, as Carlson takes away for a ball. San Francisco hasn't really given Carlson an opportunity to hit here. A lot of the times we've seen them pitching outside to the powerful lefty. He's been walked twice today. Gets a breaking ball and takes it for a strike right over the middle. Clearly, I was thinking he was going to get a ball there, like he's done so many times against these Seagulls today. The 1-1. Low, ball 2. Carlson was hit by a pitch and walked twice yesterday. He's been walked twice today. Maybe going for that on-base percentage lead for Sonoma as he bounces that one over to Lamoff, who takes it to the bag himself. The sign is retired. A scoreless fifth for San Francisco, much needed. Sonoma, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We head to the top of the 6th, and a 12-4 ball game.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Alec Murray comes into the game for Finn Chapman, the 6'6" righty from Fair Oaks, California, making his second appearance of the week against the Seagulls. He closed out Wednesday's win, 6-3 final, and got a 3-inning save, no hits, no runs, 4 walks, no strikeouts. He gets a swinging strike 1 from Ethan Lopez, bottom of the order up here in the 6th.
Yeah, this is how the Stompers want to play when they can, as you have 3 or 4 really good back-end relievers. You just have to shorten the game to 5 or 6 innings. If you win through 6, you can turn it over to a good back end.
That one fouled back. Murray quickly ahead of here, 0-2.
There's more of an extended back end of a bullpen, if you will. We could see Murray for an inning, to Sandoval for an inning, to McCown for an inning, and maybe Heredia for the 9th, or whatever order you want to use those 4 guys.
There hasn't really been a true closer this year for Sonoma. They have a couple guys with multiple saves, as Murray misses low, ball 2. Devin Laginto has a couple of saves. Alec Murray has a save. Keller Osmond has a couple of saves. One save came against the Seagulls. That one low for a ball, 1-2.
Laginto and Osmond have the only 2 true saves. Laginto has 3, but he got a save because he went the last 3 innings of the game.
2-2. Misses away for a ball.
Yeah, so I think that, but I understand that, yes, pitching the last 3 innings to close out a game does credit you as a save, but it's not a true save situation. It's really been Osmond and Laginto lately if Zach Pace has a 1 or 2 run lead in the 9th.
The payoff. Misses low, ball 4. Ethan Lopez reaches for the first time today to open up the 6th. I mean, Finn Chapman entered in a tie ball game and exited with a win. I guess he'd probably be considered the winning pitcher, even though he went 3 innings. Back on Wednesday. Brings up Cade Heflin, who's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. That one's bounced foul. 0-1. Yes, he did get the win on Wednesday's win over San Francisco. See how long he goes today. Ahead 0-1, make it 0-2 on 2 straight foul balls from Cade Heflin. Threw 46 pitches in that game. As you said, Kieran, a lot of arms available, some of the best in Sonoma's bullpen. I'm imagining just 1 today from Alec Murray.
Yeah, Sandoval up and throwing now.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cade Heflin has struck out back-to-back times. Kieran Costa stays hot on his beer batter calls.
2 today.
Brings up Bryce Brooks with 1 down.
I mean, my rationale was maybe they'd hit him twice before they flip back to the top of the lineup, get an extra chance.
Shows bunt and bounces it right over to Murray. He fires to first in time. 2 down in the inning, but Lopez advances into scoring position. Brings up the top of the order, Davis Gurman, who's reached twice today, both via the walk.
Yeah, I think Brooks, who's 3 for 19 on the season and his team down 8, he must have been bunting for a hit.
He had an opportunity there, but just went right back to Alec Murray. delivers a ball low to Davis Gurman. Murray heading into his second year in the Bronx with Fordham. 6'6", one of the tallest guys on the roster. Misses low, again, ball 2. Lopez was halfway to third on that one, but Garcia held him up. Got to it in time, brings count 2-0. Gurman, after some solid seasons at Morehead State, heading to the University of Utah in Salt Lake City. As he takes upstairs ball 3, and he's a miss away from being walked for the third time today.
Yeah, this is what frustrates Stompers' coaching staff. You're working with an 8-run lead in the 6th inning. You just have to throw strikes.
The pitch misses upstairs, ball 4. Davis Gurman heads to first for the third time this evening. Brings up Jake Brewer with 2 down, and it happens with 2 outs as well. That's another frustrating part of it. You're just a pitch away from getting out of the inning, and then you issue an uncompetitive 4-pitch walk right there to Gurman. Brewer today 1 for 2 with a walk himself. Fires a called strike 1. That's nice to see. Lopez on second, Gurman on first. The 0-1. Bunt laid down up the third base side. Vassell and Murray run for it, and it is a single for Jake Brewer. Completely caught the Stompers' defense off guard on a 2-out bunt to load the bases. Ball made Arena. Big fan of that. If it was Sonoma.
Bunt. That's a teaching tape for how to bunt for a hit.
Brings up A.J. Hurtado. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Seagulls down by 8. A grand slam would cut it in half. And Hurtado was looking for one there, but fouls it back, 0-1.
Stompers haven't really had a lot of blowout wins this year. This could be a chance to have a relaxing last few innings.
In order to do so, Murray needs to get the out. He's ahead 0-1 with the bases loaded, 2 out. Tall righty comes home. As that one's hit high to left, Sebastiani tracks over to the pole and makes the grab in fair territory. The side is retired. San Francisco leaves the bases loaded as we head to the bottom of the 6th. And an 8-run game.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. The throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys. The walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Ted Source enters another inning out of work. The reliever has thrown 47 pitches, 23 of them have missed out of his zone. He faces Jones, Vassell, and Garcia. Jones takes that one outside for a ball. Now 24 balls, 24 strikes, 50-50 split for Source, who threw 72 pitches on Wednesday against these same Stompers. Which really shows how little arms are available for San Francisco, but he finds his own there, 1-on-1 to Jones. Missile Mike, 1 for 3 today, had a single back in the third. He takes low and in, ball 2. Open to kickstart the 6th inning. Rally here for the Stomps, already out in front in 8. Put up a 0 back in the 5th. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That'll be Jones, Vassell, and Garcia. Angel had the solo shot back in the 4th. Making ball upstairs. Full count to Mike Jones. Solid take from the USF commit. The payoff. Popped up. Very shallow center. Gurman runs onto it, but it's the second baseman, Brooks, who makes the play. 1 down in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, third baseman number 21,
Tino Vassell comes up. He's reached 2 or 3 times today. Been sensational this week. There's nobody on, 1 down. Takes away on the first pitch for a ball. Wind blowing out the left. And a cloudy Sunday night here in Sonoma. An unusually gray weekend for this time of year at Arnold. As Vassell's out ahead 2-0.
Vassell has reached 16 times this week.
He fouls that one back 2-1. Building off of a all-star campaign from the first week, from the first half of the summer, and carrying it over into the second for the Stomps, who have been red hot as of late. That one misses upstairs, ball 3. Sonoma hasn't lost since July 1st against the Crawdads. In league play, they lost on the 4th of July to the Knicks. And his count misses away. Ball 4. Tino Vassell draws his second walk of the ball game. Really curious to see how long Ted Source goes here. No one really getting loose for the Seagulls. As Angel Garcia steps to the plate. Anthony Shepler on deck, the second-year Stomper. Pinch hitting for Trent Keys. First pitch. Breaking ball. That misses upstairs, ball 1. This is around the time of the night where we saw Zach Pace go to pinch hitters yesterday against the Philippines. Guys like Anthony Shepler and Ben Sebastiani all got to appear in a win. as Garcia fouls that one back 1-1. Just an advantage of playing blowouts as you get to have everyone hit, and that's always something that Zach Pace tries to do.
Yeah, and the Stompers have been lucky to have pretty comfortable wins the last couple nights.
It's going to get tough next week as Garcia takes low, ball 2. Start next Tuesday against the Seagulls, but then Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday are against the Walnut Creek Crawdads, who are 3.5 in front of Sonoma entering today. Do the math. If you win all 3, you're just half a game behind. As that one bounced over to third, could be 2. Flip over to second in time, throw to first, also in time. 5-4-3, the Seagulls go around the horn to end the 6th. We head to the top of the 7th. Sonoma cruising to its 8th win in a row. Kieran Costa takes you home on play-by-play broadcast.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Evan Sandoval comes into the bowl game, a righty who threw last year at Santa Rosa Junior College. He's committed to Cal State Monterey Bay as of just a few days ago. He relieves Alec Murray, who went an inning, gave up a hit, no runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Evan enters his 6th appearance. He's gone 6 innings so far this season with 5 earned runs on 5 hits, 4 walks, but he has struck out 11. So swing and miss stuff from the lanky righty, who deals with Lamoth, Graham, and Swanson.
His first pitch to Lamothe is hammered to right center field. Moving over is Jones, but it's Connor Johnston, the new center fielder, who makes the catch. So CJ in his first play out there is tested. He's the center fielder. Mike Jones still in right. Ben Sebastiani's replaced Misael Europero at second, and Anthony Shepler, who was in the on-deck circle, came in defensively to replace Trent Keys. And Sandoval gets a very nice one pitch, one out. His first pitch is outside to Graham, who's popped out, doubled, and grounded out. Had that booming 2 RBI double off Ken Blankenship, the hardest piece of contact for the Seagulls today. Sandoval fires it in there. That one's lined down the right field line. Mike Jones isn't going to get this one, but it won't matter as it's a foul ball. Stompers will continue to go with a 1 inning each for their relievers here to round out this ball game, and what should be salt away, a pretty stress-free win. Sandoval's ready to come home 1-1 to Graham, and it's poked at and hit foul back to the screen, 1-2. The Stompers at one point this season sat at 10-13.
I've won 7 straight to make it to 7-13. 17-13, beg your pardon.
Started the series against Santa Maria all the way back a couple Thursdays ago. They haven't lost since. 2 over the Indians and then a loss on the 4th of July as Sandoval's 2-2 pitch is bounced foul at the plate.
And of course, it's easy to say, oh, it's easier competition, but you still put up 14 against a good Merchant squad. Won a barn burner with a shootout against one of the best offenses in the CCL. And you're red hot heading into a week where you face the Crawdads 3 times. You need to be red hot facing a solid Crawdads team that's taken the best of you.
2-2 is bounced foul again. A very nice battle here from Graham, the lefty from Missouri Baptist.
And the thing is, like, against those Crawdads, a lot of the losses for Sonoma feel like it's been their own doing. A lot of the times it's just bad innings where the defense gives up a few errors.
They've been on the receiving end of that a couple times this week against San Francisco. 2-2 pitch. Outside, it's a lively fastball, and the count's full at 3-2.
I mean, also against the Philippines, that 10-run 6th was a lot of errors.
We'll now see an 8th pitch in this battle. This one in a far from over still. Sonoma still needs 7 outs. Payoff pitch. Graham strikes out swinging on a high fastball. Just the 4th strikeout for Stomper pitching. Brandon Swanson tries to keep this 7th inning alive. Sandoval's first pitch misses. Low and away with a slider. This one's lined into center field. Johnson will have another chance, and he runs this one down too. A couple hard hit balls, but they both find the glove of Johnston to go along with a strikeout. 1, 2, 3 for the goals. It's time to stretch. Middle of the 7th. Sonoma on top 12-4.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. The throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win.
The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Anthony Shepler comes on as a pinch hitter for his first at-bat. He came on as a defensive replacement. Up is 9 for 37, 2 doubles, 3 home runs, and 14 runs driven in. He swings and misses here. That was a free swinger at the first pitch he sees. Powerful lefty. San Marin High School all-time home run leader. He's played at Ohio State and this past season at San Jose State. He's heading back there for the fall. Shepler takes low and outside. The only player on the Stompers to do the retro no batting gloves approach. And it's worked the second half of the season. My goodness. The 1-1 to him, and that one hits him.
That might be why you want to wear batting gloves.
Right on the hand, and Shepler's in some pretty significant pain. Crouched down in the on-deck circle of Sonoma pretty much as he talks to Zach Pace. Doubled over still. That one got him flush on the hand. The inside of the forearm area, that's where he's talking to Zach Pace and the trainer. Shep will take his base. 4th time he's been plunked this season.
Zach Pace praises Anthony Shepler's character so much. Whenever you ask a question about him, oh yeah, well, Anthony Shepler had a great day to play. He's just like, man, I'm so happy for him. He deserves it the most out of anybody. Just such a great guy to have in the dugout. And you've seen, one of the reasons why he's a fighter, staying in the game after getting hit plump in the forearm and the wrist, hand area.
Also has to stay in the game. Stompers are out of first baseman. That one is a called ball at the top of the zone. But you run out the second time Shepler's been hit. That raises free pass total to 7. And now Ben Sebastiani comes up and takes a curveball that just sits at the top of the zone for a called strike 1. Ben 3 for 26 on the season. An RBI and 4 walks. He swings and misses late on 87. The count's 1-2.
I will say one of the pluses from having some clouds here at Arnold over the last couple of days, we've been treated to some brilliant sunsets as of late. Looking like we're in for another here.
Sebastiani pops it up, but first baseman Lamothe gives it a look, but quickly runs out of room. Gage McCown up and loosening in the bullpen. Sebastiani behind 1-2. Good take. It misses 2-2.
Soros came in with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. He's pitching now into the 7th. 2-1 low.
And Soros entered the inning with more balls than strikes. He threw 62 pitches entering this inning. He threw 72 on Wednesday. That's only a 3-day rest.
And he delivers, and it's fouled back by Sebastiani. 8th pitch of the battle coming. You know you're in for a good at-bat with B. Seb at the plate. And Soros is currently fielding many a mid-major offer. Decision time coming for the lefty from Las Vegas. Payoff pitch is hit hard to left center field. Chasing over is Hurtado, and he cannot get it. It falls in between the center and left fielder. Sliding into third is Shepler, and cruising into second is Ben Sebastiani with his first extra base hit of the CCL campaign. Perfectly split the gap between the left fielder Hurtado and the center fielder Gurman. And here comes Mark Caviglia. That could be the end of the road for Ted Soros. 73 pitches deep into this outing. It could just be a conversation. Still, there hasn't been much action in the bullpen.
No. Someone's starting to toss right now. I probably would have had him going an inning ago. I mean, I know he's been doing a good job pitching to some contact, but he's thrown more balls than strikes. That's not a recipe for success.
Only given up 1 run in clean innings. I mean, you walk the bases loaded every inning and don't give up any runs. It's no harm, no foul. The issue has been he's left a couple over the plate. Sebastiani and Garcia have both taken him deep. The pitch to Ayala. Breaking ball that drops too far below the zone. Very nice pitch from Soros. Three walks and a couple hit by pitches for Soros. He delivers to Ayala low. Ethan Lopez keeps it just close enough. And once more he's behind. Connor Johnston on deck. He'll hit for Chase Taylor.
Well, we've seen a lot of pinch hitters and moves in the lineup over the last few days, but Bryson Ayala has been the one constant at short. Bryson takes inside and low again. 3-0. And Soros maybe running out of gas here as he's set to deliver his 77th offering. He's gone completely away from the fastball this at bat against Ayala, and he's missed with all 3. All 3 curveballs. 3-0 has to find the zone. Bryson, a righty, awaits a fastball for a called strike. Open up the zone on 3-0. Sure. Now a true hitter's count for Ayala. Green light on 3-1. Soros' pitch. Bryson hits it hard into the ground to the shortstop. Brewer will throw out Bryson, but the run will score. The 3rd RBI of the day for Mr. Ayala, and the Stompers extend their lead to 13-4. And more situational hitting from Sonoma. Exactly what you're supposed to do with 2 in scoring position, nobody out. Ground ball scores the run there.
And some great base running by Ben Sebastiani to hold until Brewer's throw into first, and then he takes 3rd base. And Connor Johnson gets his first at-bat. CJ 172 hitter, a double and 7 runs driven home, has a chance to pick up another, and that one, a curveball, misses outside. This will be pitch number 80 from the lefty, and Johnston takes a fastball high. Is still touching 88. The velocity hasn't really gone away on the heater. (13-4) game. Johnston hits it to shortstop. Now it's 14-4, and Brewer
kicks it. That's an error on Jake, his second of the ball game, and Sonoma leads by 10. Art Caviglia holding firm in that third base dugout. Ed Soros has thrown well over 100 pitches in the last 4 days as that one misses. Nope, it clips the inside corner, called strike one.
Good pitch there.
Sure. Tabor fast on deck. He will hit for Carlson, the DH. Nick hits it back up the middle, could be two. Brewer misses this one as well. That's into center field. Back-to-back errors on Jake Brewer on consecutive ground balls. You could see the wheels turning in his head. He was already thinking of the double play glove flip, and instead it kicks into the outfield, and that brings up Tabor fast. Tabor 1 for 4 with an RBI and a walk this year. Two-way guy who was playing the last couple of years at Washington State as a pitcher. He was drafted in the 13th round of the 2022 MLB draft as a hitter, but he declined to go play at Tech, and he takes low and outside. Marlins in the 13th round today took Stanford product Rintaro Sasaki.
We've seen a few former Stompers get drafted as well.
Paulie Contreras in the 4th. One of the best true athletes that the Stompers have had in their time in the CCL. 1-0 to fast is low. 2-0, and then a couple Stompers from a few years back. Mikey Bell went in the 19th round to the Giants, and Bell, who had played the last couple years at Gonzaga, is vying for WCC Player of the Year. 2-0, fast hits it foul, 2-1. Had announced his commitment to Georgia a month ago, but he opts for the MLB route instead. And also Freddie Capucetti, who played 2 ways for Sonoma, was drafted by the Rangers in the later rounds as a true pitcher. 2-1 pitch to fast. Called strike, 2-2. Soros inching closer and closer to the 90 pitch mark.
That's one you don't see reach too often in summer ball.
2-2, fast. Did not go around, and Gage Giscone comes flying out of the dugout. Zach Ellenforth tells him to just go back. No need to rile anybody up.
He's still talking out of the
And
dugout.
it is a 14-4 game here in the 7th. He might have a case. Payoff pitch to fast. Called strike 3, outside edge. So Felix Zhang makes up for it. Fast slams his bat down, and there's 2 away. I think Tabor Fast should have struck out that at bat. I'm not going to argue that case. He pretty clearly swung on a 2-2 pitch and then got rung up on a pitch a ball and a half off the corner away.
It's just the
That's
difference
baseball.
between looking and swinging.
That's
at that
baseball
point.
for you. As Mike Jones now takes a called strike 1. That was the first strikeout for Ted Soros on his 90th pitch, and he blows this one past Mike Jones, 0-2.
Only the second of a day for Seagulls pitching. Schmidt only got 1 as well.
Jones is 1 for 3 in the ball game. Scored a run. First and second, 2 outs. 0-2 pitch. Hit down the right field line, no play for Heflin. It's off one of the light towers and kicks back towards the field of play.
Good to see Jacoby Heyer back over at first base.
Yeah, the worry was that the winning was all thanks to Keller Osmond at first base. They've kept the winning ways a rolling, at least through almost 7 full tonight.
And that's a sigh of relief from me.
I know. You are a superstitious guy.
A little stitious.
0-2. Jones takes a curveball for a called strike 3, and the inning is over. For the Stompers in the inning, they get 2 runs on just 1 hit, 2 Jake Brewer errors and 2 left. We head to the 8th inning. Sonoma up by 10.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Gage McCown comes into the ball game. He'll be the 3rd Stomper pitcher in as many innings and the 6th to throw today. The 6-foot, 190-pound righty from Las Vegas played at California State University Northridge last season. This year for the Stompers, a two-way player, has a couple home runs with the bat. He's 1-0 in 5 appearances. He's thrown just 4 2/3 innings, 5 earned runs, and 5 strikeouts. Added a little drop step to his delivery, and he misses low with the fastball at 89.
I'm curious to see what Gage McCown's role as a pitcher is going to be. You lose a catch range with Garcia. Andrew Bonfili is also done with the team this summer.
1-0. Popped up in the field of play. McCown, the pitcher, gets called off by the third baseman Vassell, who makes the catch in fair territory up that third base line. 1 away, easy. First out, recorded of Ethan Lopez, and now Cade Heflin. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Digs in from the left side. He's accounted, as Nate mentioned, for half of the times that the Seagulls have struck out today. The pitch is hit foul the opposite way. 90 miles an hour on a fastball away.
It's a shame because Gage McCown's someone who's a pretty fun pitcher to watch. Good velo. Has gotten big strikeouts before.
Heflin, the lefty from Wheeling, bounces it foul past Bill Ferreira in the first base coaching box and foul. I still think we could see McCown as a late inning reliever. And even if it is just a 2-person catching rotation the rest of the way, he'll have every other game off. 0-2 pitch. Fouled into the glove of Garcia. He squeezes it. And Cade Heflin has struck out swinging 3 times tonight against 3 different pitchers.
You really have to wonder why they wanted to have him hit twice.
The Stompers will wind up pulling the protest after they beat San Francisco. That was on Wednesday. Here on Sunday, they're 4 outs away from taking all 5 meetings to start the year against the Gulls. Fouled in and out of the glove of Angel, 0-1, and McCown has looked dead on this outing.
Of course, a good thing as well with having Gage McCown as a pitcher is you can still play him in the lineup as the designated hitter if you want. He's someone who we've seen as the DH a few times this year, and the way he's been producing the last couple weeks, he deserves to be in the lineup a lot.
That one's outside. If it's only a 2-catcher rotation, Zach Pace doesn't bring anyone in, I'd be interested to see the DH role that Hunter Carlson and Gage McCown play on the days they're not catching, as the physical workload will be much higher the last 2 weeks. Swing and a miss by Bryce Brooks, who's behind the count 1-2. McCown a pitch away from his second strikeout in a 1-2-3 eighth.
Of course, Carlson can still play first as well.
One, 2 with 2 outs. Struck him out swinging. Gage McCown makes Bryce Brooks look silly. And he strikes out 2 in a 1-2-3 eighth. Bottom of the 8th inning, Sonoma 14, San Francisco 4.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
Kai Hanasaki, the new arm, finally relieves Ted Soros. Hanasaki makes his 9th appearance. He's gone 9 innings and given up 8 runs with 3 strikeouts. A 5'10", 165-pound righty slings it in there, and it's fouled back to the screen by Tino Vassell. Hanasaki from Tokyo, Japan, pitched at Cumberland University, his second stop after Mississippi Valley State. He misses inside. The side armor throws it behind Vassell 2-1. That's what can tend to happen with that sidearm delivery. When it misses, it can miss badly. Called strike to Vassell, 2-2. Vassell, Garcia, and Shepler. 2-2 pitch to Tino. Taken low. Vassell, again, the biggest part of what's been working so well this week is he's just not swinging and missing. He's been on base another 3 times tonight. It's been an 11-hit, 6-walk week. The pitch outside, ball 4.
Now batting number 36, Angel Garcia.
Angel Garcia for what looks to be the final time in a Stomper uniform in 2026. His team leads it 14-4. The pitch, Angel takes a ball.
I got a really nice applause there from Stompers fans. Really cool to see from Angel Garcia.
The 1-0 comes to Angel, headed to Bellarmine University for his sophomore season of collegiate baseball. Nothing but good luck to Mr. Garcia, who takes it low, and now he's had 2-0. His final game has included a walk, a home run, and 3 runs scored. Vassell at first, real short lead. He won't be stealing in a 10-run affair. Hanasaki stares in to get the sign, comes set away from his body, and finds the inside corner, 2-1. And George Schmidt is on the hook for what would be his second loss against the Stompers this week, as Garcia takes inside 3-1. Runner at first is Vassell. He walked. Garcia, the man at the plate, he's ahead 3-1. The pitch from Hanasaki. Outside corner, filler up 3-2. We creep closer to hour number 3 of this ball game. We play in the bottom of the 8th. Stompers have a man on and nobody out in a 10-run lead. Garcia, right-handed hitter, waits the payoff and strikes out swinging. The pitch gets away from Garcia, and Vassell takes second base.
Now batting number 7, Anthony Scheffler.
Pass ball against the catcher, Lopez. I know it's summer ball, but I don't know if you take that extra base in a 10-run game.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Scheffler takes a pitch low. Tesaurus' line ends 4 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 6 runs, 2 earned, 3 walks, 2 hit by pitches, 2 strikeouts, and 93 pitches thrown. And on just 3 days rest, a gutsy performance from Tesaurus here today.
After he threw 72 against the Stompers on Wednesday in the start.
165 pitches in the span of 4 nights. And I did that addition all by myself.
Good job.
Thank you. 1-1. Scheffler pops it up. Chance to stay in play for the third baseman, Swanson, but it does not. On the other end for the Stompers, it was Sam Matherly to Ken Blankenship, Finn Chapman, Alec Murray, Evan Sandoval, Gage McCown, and now Mateo Heredia loosening for the 9th. 1-2 coming to Scheffler, who was hit by a pitch in his only at-bat. Takes inside 2-2. Stompers have 14 runs on just 8 hits. 7 walks and 3 hit by pitches for Seagull pitching. That one misses low, 3-2. Ten free passes. Payoff coming to Scheffler.
Checks his swing. The appeal the third. Yes, he did. Second consecutive strikeout. The 5th for Seagull pitching. And Ben Sebastiani, who got his first extra base hit of league action in the 7th, a double, has a chance to pick up a second RBI. The pitch outside. Nice block by Lopez. Vassell not going anywhere.
North Shitty up by 10.
One-0 inside, and that one hits Sebastiani straight on in the elbow guard, and it is the 4th time he's been hit by a pitch. And this is just his 12th game that he's appeared in. Bryson's driven in 3 runs today. He's 2 for 4. 2 on and 2 out. The pitch from Hanasaki in there for a called strike 1. Slider right through the heart at 70 miles an hour. And Ayala hits it foul. No balls and 2 strikes on Bryson Ayala. The pitch inside almost hits him, goes to the screen, and the runners will hold. Ayala singled in the 2nd, drove in a run. Singled in the 3rd. He wound up scoring in what was an 8-run frame. 1-2 pitch comes. Ayala bends back out of the way again. 2-2. A couple of sliders just stayed inside. Two low outside. 3-2. Ayala a chance to reach for a 3rd time this game. Bryson from down on the coast of Florida, grew up in a bat and ball family for sure. His dad, Ricardo, played at Coastal Carolina. His sister plays at Florida State. And Bryson here strikes out swinging. Kai Hanasaki, credit to him, he struck out the side in the 8th with a walk and a hit by pitch thrown in there. 9th inning next for the Seagulls. 10 to tie, 11 to take the lead. It's 14-4.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Last looks in the ninth. San Francisco will send a pinch hitter to the plate. Number
It's Jacob Gilbreth.
22, Jacob Gilbreth. Gilbreth 5 for 45 this summer. He awaits the first pitch from the new arm Heredia, and it misses low. Mateo Heredia, two-way guy who threw at Cerritos College last year. He will be playing with Gage McCown, the other two-way guy on the Stompers, down at CSUN. He misses off the corner away, 2-0.
Even a 10-run game in the top of the ninth. Felix Zhang holding strong on his own.
Jacob Gilder, who played last year at Gavilan College, committed to UC Riverside earlier this week. 2-0. That one's hit back up the middle and through for a base hit. And that means with that hit is the 5th hit for San Francisco. And Sonoma entering this inning had given up 4 or fewer hits in every game except one this week. So now it is a second time that they allow the 5-hit mark.
Going right on average, though, 5 hits allowed this week per game. It's just the outlier was that Merchants matchup on Thursday where they gave up 9.
Gilbreth at first, and Brewer in the box. Mateo comes home outside, 1-0. Brewer's grounded out, walked, singled twice. He has an RBI and a run scored. He's also had a tough day out at shortstop. He's committed 3 errors. The pitch from Heredia fouled off the mask of Garcia. As for a new ball, it's going to be okay. Zhang offered to walk it back out to Mateo for him, and Garcia shook him off and took the baseball himself. One ball, one strike. Already a lively arm. The righty works off the third base side of the hill and comes home with an off-speed pitch that misses outside, 2-1. Matherly started. He gave way to Blankenship, then Chapman, Murray, Sandoval, McCown, and Mateo Heredia tasked with finishing this one out. Far from a save situation is 2-1. Check swing called a swing, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Man at first is Gilbreth. A pitch to Jake Brewer. Outside, 3-2. Slider too far off the corner. And Heredia, who's been really good with the command this year, struggling a little bit in this ninth. Three-two's hit foul. We'll do it again. The Stompers have Monday off, and then that is tomorrow, and then Tuesday they'll play the Seagulls again down in San Bruno Park. Then Wednesday, they play at the Crawdads. Thursday, home against the Merchants. Friday, at the Crawdads again. Saturday, they're home against the Crawdads. And Sunday, they are at San Francisco as Brewer strikes out swinging. So that is just a 2 home game week next week. Only 2 chances to see the Stompers at Arnold. That's Thursday and Saturday at 6:05. You can get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call, the number right there on our website. And then the Stompers will play a 5 home game week to finish off the regular season. A whole lot of work to do to get a home playoff game. First pitch is a called ball at the top of the zone by Hurtado.
And it all starts next week. Really, if you want that home playoff game, you're going to have to win against Walnut Creek. You're probably going to have to win in Walnut Creek. Numbers saying that you have to probably take at least 3 in order to have a shot.
1-0. Popped up, foul, and right back over our heads in the press box, set up directly behind home plate. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. 9th inning. Sonoma 14, San Francisco 4.
It's not an easy week, though, for Walnut Creek. They have to take on Slow on top of 3 against Sonoma.
A check on first base, safe, is Gilbreth.
But crucially for Walnut Creek, I will say it's probably an easier end to the summer than it is for Sonoma. Most of your games are against Menlo Park and San Francisco.
1-1. Line towards left. In his tracks is Sebastiani to make the catch. And Christian Lamoth gets his 5th chance. Lamoth was hit by a pitch, popped up, grounded out, and flew out. 0-for-3. He's the only man standing between the Stompers and an 8-game winning streak. At first is Gilbreth. Left-handed hitter, feet close together with a ever so slightly open stance. The pitch. Called strike. Clips the top of the zone on the inner third. Stompers have done it with the small ball and the long ball today. A couple home runs. This one served into center field. A long run for Connor Johnson, and he plays it on a bounce. And the inning continues for Marcus Graham's spot. Second hit of the inning off of Heredia. And just the 6th of the evening. 3 hours and 2 minutes into this ball game, the Stompers have a 14-4 lead. Graham today, half the RBIs. He had a 2-ribby double. He's 1 for 4. Heredia right on left. Misses up and away. Sonoma and San Francisco on Tuesday will be an audio-only broadcast from San Bruno Park. You can listen to that one right here on the broadcast network with a 5:50 pregame show leading you up to a 6 o'clock first pitch. 1-0 at the knees, 1-1. Runners lead from first and second. Heredia pitches a big swing and a miss. The slider again. Swung right over at 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Stompers a strike away from 8 straight wins, and Heredia steps off the back of the hill. One-two pitch, 2 on, 2 out. Heredia delivers. Struck him out swinging, held on to by Angel Garcia. The ball game is over. The Stompers have won 8 in a row. They sweep the week of CCL action. 14-4 your final here on a Sunday night. Stompers controlled this ball game after an 8-run third inning. We'll be back with the totals after this.
Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. Another game is in the books. To break things down, let's go back to Kieran and Nate with the Stompers post-game show.
Stompers win their 18th in a row pretty comfortably, 14-4. 14 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, beats 4 runs, 6 hits, and 5 errors. Ken Blankenship, your winner, to improve to 2-0. And the losing pitcher today was George Schmidt. He drops to 0-2. Time of the game, 3 hours and 3 minutes. And Nate, the Stompers did it with some small ball and also with the long ball. 2 home runs, and they also scored on a wild pitch. A nice couple ground balls with a runner at third.
Yeah, just a really well-rounded win again today from Sonoma. A really good job. Congratulations to Nick Sebastiani and Angel Garcia. Both hit their second home runs of the summer. Both times they've hit home runs this summer. It's been in the same game. Nick Sebastiani's first home run came in the same game as Angel Garcia. Happened again today, so a little funny coincidence there. Obviously, congratulations to Angel for a fantastic summer in Sonoma and a great day, especially from the back end of the bullpen. Sandoval, clean inning, 1 strikeout. McCown, clean inning, 2 strikeouts, and then Heredia struck out the side there in the 9th. A really, really good day from Sonoma. It's important to carry this into a week where you take on Walnut Creek 3 times and the Merchants once.
Tino Vassell finished off an outstanding week by getting on base 4 times again today. So he was on base 18 times this week. Ben Sebastiani, his first extra base hit of the year. He came in off the bench. Home run by his cousin Nick Sebastiani. Angel Garcia went yard as well. Bryson Ayala, a 2-hit, 3 RBI night of his own. For the Stompers, it was Matherly to Blankenship, Chapman, Murray, Sandoval, McCown, and Heredia. George Schmidt got the start. Ted Tesouris threw 93 pitches in the middle innings. Kai Hanasaki pitched the 8th. The Stompers improved to 18-13. They've won 8 in a row and all 5 over the Seagulls. San Francisco falls to 5-25. They've lost 13 out of 14. And for Zach Pace, it's regular season victory number 199, wearing the Stomper crest on his chest. The time of the game, 3 hours and 3 minutes. We're 14-8-2, triumphs over 4-6-5. The Stompers play again on Tuesday at 6 o'clock. An audio-only call back here on the broadcast network. But for now, for Lucas Sebastiani on the stats and my broadcast partner, Nate Martin, I'm Karen Costa saying so long from Sonoma.
The lines are painted. The lineups are... Thanks for sharing your evening with us here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. For schedule info and game tickets, go to StompersBaseball.com or catch collegiate baseball at its best right here on our YouTube channel. And always remember, success on the field starts with success in the classroom.